What is going on, brothers and sisters? Welcome back to Autonauts versus Piratebots. Today, we've got a lot to do for metallurgy. We got to get mining, we got to make charcoal, we got to get brewing, and we got to get smashing. So here's the easiest way to get it all started. First, spend a few hours on your base again. I made a bunch of crude roads, and then I was sick of it after that, and I did not want to sit here and make more for the inside. So I said, that's enough. So we've got this completely fortified, and I've turned off the truce so I could test some things. I did it by just sending my guys in and just kind of destroying this. It was almost accidental, but quite intentional at the same time. Hard to explain, but we took care of a tower by mistake. I meant to have them like break a wall, but I got too deep into it. So that's that. And 1, 2, 3. I want to make sure that I don't think that's fine. So I've turned on the truce to make sure my defenses are where they want to be. So how the attacks work on us, right? They're going to go and attack through the weakest point possible. So that means if I've got 1,000,000 gates up here, each gate has 800 damage. It's just a little less, 20% less than a palisade, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3. You know what? Let's look up here because they're most likely just going to attack from this side from now on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gates at 800 apiece, right? So we've got 4,000 HP there. So to force them to go through this, I need to make sure I have at least everywhere else 4 palisades, or 5 technically, so that I make sure they go through the doors and not just through the palisades. So that'll be the easiest way in. Now it goes doubly for over here because even if they went through all of these, they'd have to go through another door, right? So it just kind of adds up over time. So this is good. I just had one raid come through. They actually came from the southwest and moved like all the way up here to come onto my path, and then walked all the way down and over here to start attacking my door. And that was it. So I moved one of my towers over here. If this is exactly where they always come through because this is too fortified, I'm going to move these towers over here as well. And then after that, maybe I'll just add a tower or 2 to each of these. So we'll talk about that other one later. First off, though, before you can do anything, you need to make furnaces. Furnaces are just clay, so I made a bunch of them. Next, we need to make charcoal. And because this is where my wood farm is, I'm going to have my charcoal being done here as well. So I'm going to grab a bot. You are going to be charcoal creator. Super original, I know. So you are going to come over here. You are going to grab a log. You are going to throw it in here. Do it until that is full, and then do it forever. Hold on a sec. Until that is full, do it forever. There we go. Have at it, son. I'm going to get another bot to do the same thing. Charcoal creator. I could save it, but it's such a simple one. I'm not even going to bother with it, honestly. Do that. Do that. Until that's full. Skip, forever, go. Cool. Next. There we go. Next, we just need a guy to transport. So it's going to be charcoal storage. Only going to need one of you. You do this until your hands are full. Then you may skip. Come over here. Just in case I ever move this, do this until your hands are empty. Go forever. Excellent. Well done, sir. So that's the basic setup for charcoal. So charcoal is going to be used way up here where I have my metallurgy base to fuel these furnaces. So to make metal ore, or to make crude metal, we're going to need 4 metal ore, and we're going to need to have this stocked up with charcoal. So I've got my basic setup over here. I've got some crude metal from when I destroyed the village that was here. They also gave me some metal plates, metal poles, and then I made one of each of these just real fast so I could get the storages set for them. And I've also set up a pole storage up here with one guy transporting 8 poles at a time, because we're going to need poles to make all the tools. So that should be plenty of poles. So just coming back over here now, we need to get a charcoal transporter. So with that, let's grab a bot. You record. You are going to be charcoal transportation. Oops, changed the sensitivity on the mouse. You are going to come over here and you're going to do it until your hands are full. And then you are going to run all the way up here. So the charcoal's not going to be the biggest deal. This right here should be plenty to keep this thing stocked up, especially once we're topped off on charcoal. Or I should say topped off on crude metal, but that's going to take a long time. Simply because, like we said, it uses 4 at a time, and we're going to need a lot to get these stored up. I don't think I'm going to need a lot, but I'm just going to get them stored up to the masses anyways, so. All right, and then you're going to do this until your hands are empty, and you may continue. Actually, I'm honestly going to make him wait here until his hands are empty. That way, he can always keep this topped up. Okay, cool. That way, he's not running back and forth needlessly as well. All right, so now that we've got a point for charcoal here, the next thing we need to do is have someone run this charcoal to these. I have this boy right here. I've already set him up. He is just going to he's going to the charcoal storage, and then he's going to find crude furnaces and add to it until his hands are empty. So we've got that going. So now I've got a few bots set up here. I'm going to grab you. You're going to be crude metal forging. So we are going to record. And you are going to come down here. And you're going to do this until your hands are full. And then you are going to come up here. This will be yours. And you're going to do this until your hands are empty. And you're going to do this forever. Hashtag until that is full. Take this little bigly, bring that down, and then you'll do it forever. I'm going to stop him just for 1 second because I want to... There we go. I just want to get one burning here. Okay, now go ahead. 1. Let's see how much he holds. He holds 4, so he'll make 1 at a time every time he goes. So we're going to upload that. And then I'm going to create a temporary team. You are going to be crude metal forging. All right. And then I am going to grab you, and you. Where are you? Crude metal forging. And then I got to grab crude metal forging. This guy right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of you, and I'm going to link this in here. But I'm going to copy them specifically. And the reason I'm copying them and not linking them is, of course, because I want to make sure that they all go to different machines. So I've got 5 machines here all day. I'll grab a 5th one in a second. And then I'm just going to go in and just tell him to do this one, for instance, and then he can go. And I'm going to do that for the next 3. So I got that complete. We're under attack. You can see they just spawned like around here somewhere. And now they're coming up because they want to walk on my road, and they're going to attack my gold sword. So I'm assuming they're just going to come through the top here again. So if that's the case, that's beautiful. I'm going to leave this here just for like a few rounds just to make sure that everything is working as intended. Because if this becomes my point of contention, I'll just soup this up and it'll be the perfect tower defense. And then, of course, I'll leave these to it as well. But I don't know if they're going to want to attack this stuff as much. I might put like 1 or 2 more in each one, but we'll kind of see how that goes. So I've got all of these guys going now. I've got 4 of them. I'm going to grab you. You're going to be... This is just called crude metal. So you're going to be the storage guy, crude metal storage. And you're going to come up here. You're going to do this. You're going to find it all over the place. And you're going to do this until your hands are full. And then you're going to come over here and put this away until your hands are empty. And go ahead. Good. So this is... Oh, this one's not set. This one's not set. And my fuel... Oh, you know, I think I paused my fuel guy. I did pause him. Have at it. There we go. Now those are burning beautifully again. We actually are going to be using a lot of charcoal. So it looks like they're finally attacking. And yep, they are over here as I thought. And you can even see my healer over here was actually probably, it looked like he was repairing the gate as he went. So that's beautiful stuff right there. So this is the perfect defense so far. We'll see how well that goes in the future. So I might need to up the coal transportation here. Just in the, yeah, because look, I've got plenty here. I'm going to do one more for the coal transfer. And I'm just going to do this. Grab you. And I'm just going to do this real simply here. I don't know why I couldn't record that other guy, but I'm not going to care too much. So I'm going to just grab that and put that back. And I'm going to just change this. So I just don't feel like copying the code. I'm just too lazy. I don't know why, but I just don't want to find the guy and do this. Do this, do that. Until your hands are full. Until your hands are empty. Do it forever. Charcoal transport. Go at it. Good job, brother. And then I don't have to like run around. There we go. Okay, so that'll add to the transportation here because that's about to run dry. We'll see how well that goes. Oh yeah, there we go. Now this is empty. This is exactly what I was expecting to see here. And I may even want to get another person in there to, what's up with you? I was like, why is he not mining? So I may even want to add in another transportation guy. Yeah, I do. So you were going to be Phaetrans. Phaetrans, record. Do this until your hands are full, and then plop it in this thing until your hands are empty. Have fun. All right, there we go. So crude metal, forging, storage. Fleet, put those in there. 235 bots so far. I do want to get more bots. Let me go to my robot engineer. Go ahead. Make 50 more for me, please. Thanks. Get that zapped up. So with this, we've got our basic setup now. We've got a lot of crude metal going. We'll see how well this keeps up. I've known in vanilla that you need so much metal in vanilla. I don't think it's going to be the case here because it's obviously a little bit different. So I think this will honestly be fine once all of our storages are full. But we're going to bleed through shit like crazy here in a moment. So why don't we get a few bots here? And let's set up just one. I've got two ready. So just to talk about it, I've obviously made some more windmills, threw them down here, fortified them so they wouldn't be a process of attack. And then I've got them coming out with power right here. And then all the power is just being fed through the belts, of course. So I've got that system. I may put in more belts to connect like to the base maybe, but I might just keep my power separate and just spend extra resources to make more. Not a big deal if that's the case, and just keep all my power isolated because I don't know if the raiders are going to attack my poles, and the poles aren't cheap. I mean, they kind of are, but they're just a pain in the ass. Like if they just go and break all my poles along like one of my routes or something. So I'd rather just not deal with that if that ever became the case. So let's grab you. You are going to be a crude metal pole. Crude metal pole. Craftsman. All right, so these take one each, right? So you are going to come up here and you are going to take from here until your hands are full. And I'm going to do the stow because, yeah, it's going to hold 4. So that'll be 4 of them anyways. Not a big deal either way. And then you are going to do this. Do a retrieve in here. Not a disengage, a retrieve. And do this until your hands are empty. And then I'm going to have you do this until that is full. And then you may continue on. Have fun. I'm not even going to have him, like, do his own thing, you know? I'm just going to keep it simple. You are going to be crude pole storage. Why can't I? Sir, are you a grunt? Unless there's like someone over here I can't see. Where are you? Oh, you know what? You're in that guy's hands. Never mind. You're bait. All right, you, sir. You are going to be crude metal storage. Crude pole storage. Whoops, 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 whoops. There I am. Record. So you come over here. Do this until your hands are full, and then go throw them over here. Until your hands are empty. Thank you. Come again. All right, that'll take care of that. We'll do the same thing for the crude metal plates, and I'm just going to take this guy. I'm actually going to copy it. And then we'll grab a new one. And you will be, what are these? Crude plates. Crude metal plates. Craftsman. Craftsmith. Yeah, you know, we're sticking with craftsmith. I like that typo. That's beautiful. All right. So let's hit that record button. Actually, I don't need to hit that record button. I'll call you over, though, so you can start walking. Let's minimize all this. So, crude metal. Nope, craftsman right here. I want to copy that. And I want to change this to workstation this. And then I want to change this until the plate storage is full. And then you may go. Now you'll be crude plate storage. Call you over here. I'm going to make one real quick. 1, 2. So I can have one on the ground here. Okay. And then you're going to take these. You're going to pick these up until your hands are full. And then you're going to go put them down over here until your hands are empty. Whoops. Hands are empty. Bam, 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 bam. Forever. Okay. So that is poles and plates. So that's obviously the main aspect of metallurgy here. Now you can see we are going to run quite low. So what I could do is grab a bunch more Fey miners. And the way you can do this is by setting up how many nodes you have. So like technically you can have as many miners as you have nodes, right? And then they never move around. They just stand in their one spot and smash their node. But I'm going to just kind of do a little wait and see here. Especially because they're using basic picks right now. So once we get crude metal picks ready to go, I think we'll be in a much better spot. So next, why don't we just set up, let's see, crude metal and poles. So I can set up one bot and then we can kind of copy and just change it so they work all the same. So if we do metal spade, craftsman, metal, yeah, spade is the first one. Metal spade. We've got a raid coming, whatever. So we need a crude metal and a pole. So if I head up here, tell him to just grab that, drop it off on his way down, grab a pole, drop it off on his way over, shovel, and shovel. Go ahead forever. And then he'll just do that until that's full. Now we can take this, copy it down, grab the next worker, and we've got, what is next here? Crude metal axe. So we'll do craftsman, crude metal axe, and then I just copy that. So where are you? Metal spade, copy, not link. And then it's the same exact recipe. So all I need to do is change crude metal workshop to this. And then crude metal workshop. So you can see I just blinked that I was running out of power. So I'm probably going to need to increase this a bit. But my thought will be down. Where is it? Here? No, here. Where are you? Here. I'm going to destroy this water wheel, put 3 of my own in, fortified, and then make a power plant to bring it over. And I'll use that to judge if they like to ruin my power or not. And then lastly over here, though, I got to mention, make sure you change the storage to make sure it's the right one. So put them in there, and then you may go. And then I'm going to do the same for the next ones. So it looks like the logic is a little flawed because I had one piggy attacking this wall and another piggy attacking this wall trying to get in, and that's going through 2,000 HP worth of fence, whereas if they just went through the gates. Now I'm wondering if that was because I had a fence here. Now that's only 20 HP, so all in all that's 1620 HP to break through. So I might just triple down on this and get, I might need some new walls. Oh no, I've still got plenty, I guess. I might triple down on this. I think I can for the most part. Yeah, it looks like we're pretty well off here to triple down. But it looks like that may need to be the play. I don't know where I am. Move these berries out of the way. I was attacking them with my bow. Ow. No, back up. Cool. So I might need to triple up, which means I need to do this along the edges here. 1, 2, 3. That's only 2. So if they break this, I think I need to do something like this as well for the aesthetics. And I think that's fine over there. And then we'll just do this. Okay. That should be better now. We'll see how that goes. I'm not even worried about this. I wonder if it puts a broken wall down. It does put a broken wall down. I think it remembers. Does it remember that's where the broken wall was? No, it just remembers I had a broken wall. I'm fine with that. There we go. Found my way around it anyways. All right, I'm out of metal. So you can see here, I got my pickaxes. The only thing I didn't do yet was the good chisel because I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I don't really think I need a lot of that stuff for this game mode, so I'm not going to worry about it too much at the moment. I'll do it if we need to later, and also I don't need this one. I just set it as a placeholder. So we'll see. I'll leave this as is, and we'll kind of figure that out from there. Oh, you know what? I need to change that to make sure that his hands are full. Nope. And then I'm going to stop you. I'm going to come over here real quick. Put that down here. There we go. And then I'll go put this. I'll keep that. Why not? Now you may go. I want to make sure because the way it was set. So like if he went and he only had one in the storage like there was right now, he was leaving and going back to try and make buckets, but he needs to have 4 at all times or else he'll get stuck. So that's what I just had to fix there real quick. Not a big deal. So we'll see. We've got plates obviously at a halt. Crude metal poles are doing pretty well. So I definitely just have to increase our uptake here. So why don't I just take a moment and just double down on our bots? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 more of them. Metal is always a big problem. All right, we've increased the miners by like 5, I think. You can see that in here. And then I've also got 5 Fey transfers in here as well. So, and they're all picking them up, storing them in their pockets, and then they're going. And I also moved the storage just a little closer so they were walking even less. And honestly, I might even try and bring this a little closer. Like, it's a little hard sometimes. You can see it's like barely keeping up right now. So I think this is fantastic. This means at the highest point of demand, I'll be able to keep up and do some stuff here. I'm probably not getting the most out of it, which is okay. Because like you can see, like he only put 3 in that one. So they're probably just out of sync because we were so low on it for a while. But that's the best thing about this. It doesn't have to be in sync because we have someone just coming and picking it all up anyway. So it's working just fine. So and the charcoal's looking good. We'll keep an eye on that. And we've got all of these doing well also. What I'll probably do eventually is when this is fully running and capable and our plates are doing fine as well, what we'll do is I'll make the basket a little bigger here for the metal buckets, and then I'll transform this one into metal buckets, and then we'll probably slowly transform all of these as well so people can be doing things a little faster, especially the crude axes, for example. We definitely want those to be coming back home. So what I do is I'd keep a storage just like this, and then I'll have runners bring it back and forth. I'll just have a guy with a complete inventory full, and it'll work just fine. The only one that could be a little sus on that is the buckets, because we have so many people taking multiple buckets. So I might not switch the buckets, because most of our bucket storage tasks, like our mortar here, is perfectly fine as it is with our basic bucket. Same with our water transports. Like, we're topped off on pretty much everything right now. And what we're moving into next is going to be making more doughs in the next episode, because we're going to get ready to make good bread. And to make good bread, we needed some metal stuff, because we need to come down here. We need to upgrade our rotary kerns, so that way we can make good flour. So I'm probably going to put 2 more over here. Let's see. I think it was in a weird spot, I felt like. Rotary kerns. No, are you just in the food? You are. So I've got 2 here. And these will require power when they're upgraded. So if I hit upgrade, you can see here. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I needed a millstone. For some reason, I thought I needed some metal parts for this. Oh, I did right there. Crude metal poles. So we'll get those taken care of in the next episode. I'll just get those poles brought down here. I'll just bring them myself or whatever, you know. And I'll upgrade these 2. You can see I already upgraded our ovens. It just required some bricks. They weren't that bad. And then I moved them inside because they have to be in a building. So we've got our crude bread here. And actually, once I have my good bread up and running, I don't need crude bread anymore. I never noticed this about bread because I never made it. Excuse me, monologuing. I never made it in the vanilla Autonauts because I was a pumpkin guy. Pumpkins were the best. They still are the best. Devs, if you're listening, please let me do pumpkins instead of berries. I miss them. I'd even sell them. But the bread is, let me just show you here. So for the buttered bread, which is the highest level thing we can sell, we need good bread and butter. To make good bread, we need crude dough and good dough. And to make good dough, we just need like cereal, or good flour, I mean. Good flour and watery porridge, or maybe just water. I'm not too sure. We'll find out when we get to it. Oh no, I have it right here, right? Good dough is crude dough and 2 good flour. We'll make our good flour down here. We'll store it, and then we'll take care of it. Actually, might as well do this. It's a little messy in here, honestly. I don't quite like it, but I think it'll just have to do. There we go. So we'll store our good dough over here. We'll make our good flour, and we'll take care of it all, and it'll be fantastic. Then we won't need crude bread because it's kind of useless because it's not used in the progression. We don't use crude bread to make good bread, which is different from all the other types of food. Now look at this. Like, these guys are attacking this. What are you doing? There's 4 gates here. I mean, I don't care. It's going to take you a lot longer to get through that. Like, goodbye, guys. See ya. Have fun. I don't know what he's thinking, but what are you up to? Oh, he's just replenishing. I was like, what's going on over here? So, yeah, I got to figure this out. Like, maybe it needs to be, like, exponentially higher, but it seems like the code's maybe not quite there. Or maybe I just misunderstand or misinterpreting how it should work. I mean, they should be going for the most direct path to their target, just like how we walk somewhere. And also, the most direct path would be the path of least resistance. So it would mean the less HP that needs to be dealt. I don't know if maybe another way to think about it is how many hits it takes, but I would still think that it would take more hits to do 1,000 damage than 80. So, you know, maybe not. I don't know. I doubt it though. Wouldn't make sense, right? But all right. Oh, and here's the brick storage. It's because I destroyed all the brick buildings, by the way. This is where I got bricks from, if you were wondering. I'll show you one. There's one down here I haven't touched yet. Here it is. So these brick buildings here, destroy them, and then you can fill up your own crate with bricks. That's what I did with bricks. I did them with shaped stone. You can see I've got 2 pallets right here of shaped stone. Actually, I might as well move this one over here just to... These are my spoils of war that I intentionally pillaged. I loved it. It was a great pillage. But all right, brothers and sisters, I hope you found this metallurgy little, not guide, but just kind of talk through helpful. You're definitely going to need it. Metallurgy is super useful. We're also probably going to have to put an armory up here so we can make knightly armor. and the next sword, I believe, as well. Let me see. So if we come over here, the great sword. So the great sword will require a good sword, crude metal plates, and some gold. So I'll probably just send some crude metal. I'll probably just send someone down there with crude metal plates and a small storage just to keep some down there. Same with the poles, I'm going to say. But we're going to need to do that. We're going to need to create a knight to see how good they are compared to an archer. I think the archers are going to be the best thing possible, but we'll see. There is also one more guy we haven't unlocked yet, a gunner, but we're going to need sulfur, which is who we're going to have to take down here. But I want to get everything ready here so that way you all know how to get through this as well in your playthroughs. So leave comments down below if I've kind of skipped over something, or if you have questions on anything on how to make things more effective. Let me know, or head over to the Discord, head over to the Autonauts channel, shoot me messages about your code there, and I can always help out. But all right, brothers and sisters, as usual, this has been ShabbyDoo. The rest of your day is not too shabby.